What do you say is the reason for not doing something? And then what's the actual reason? What's the reason that you say? You're using this reason, aka excuse, as to not doing something, but what are you really thinking? Now, I have not confirmed this, but it's pretty interesting. I've got a couple guys, leaders, that instead of going straight to a coworker and sharing some insight, they went to their boss. So 3 separate leaders went to their boss and shared some insight. And I've not verified this yet, but I would guess, and you guys could play this story out in your own minds, if I went to those 3 leaders and said, hey, can I ask you a question? Why didn't you go directly to your coworker and share that? I'll bet to a man they would say, it's not my place. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, right? That would be a very common response from a leader, right? Is I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And, you know, that would be a typical reason, aka excuse, right? I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So I'm going to you, my boss, and telling you. And so here's what's not said. And follow me on this. And you guys that lead businesses, you let me know if you think this might be more accurate. What they're really thinking is and again, I'm just for time, they're seeking status quo, right? Homeostasis, right? We've been talking a lot about comfort. People seek homeostasis and for your comfort. And so for them to belittle themselves, to put themselves in an uncomfortable position, to lower themselves to a uncomfortable position to share with somebody else something they observed. It's a lot easier for them just to go to their boss and share the information with him and let your boss lower himself to the level of discomfort that's required to broach this subject, right? Like nobody would ever say that. Nobody would ever say, hey, it's beneath me to make myself uncomfortable to bring something to somebody's attention. But that's likely to be the reason. It's likely to be you didn't want to make yourself uncomfortable, and so you went to somebody else because you know it should be addressed, but you just didn't want to lower yourself. You didn't want to make yourself, and believe me, I'm talking to myself right now. I didn't want myself to be uncomfortable, so I would just go to somebody else and let them deal with it. Like, let them make themselves uncomfortable. Shit, that's convicting.